Chaos Blur.
All right, how we doing, everybody? This is Bobby Gaines, otherwise known as Chaos Blur, and I'm going to let you in on a little secret that you probably already know, so it's not really much of a secret at all, but yours truly here is a huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan, that's right, and while we haven't gotten to play a lot of Sonic games in 2025 so far, I think we had a stream of Sonic Mania, you know, obviously a few Sonic appearances on Retromania, but not a lot of Super Sonic Saturdays or Sundays as I occasionally like to do, but today we are looking at Sonic Origins, or specifically Sonic Origins Plus. Wow, what were the odds of that? The timing on that was great. But Sonic Origins Plus, of course, collects quite a few of Sonic's old adventures, which is not unlike Sega to re-release these games. But you got the main four here. You got Sonic CD, the original Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Knuckles, which I still consider my best game of all time. Hey, what's going on, Big Mac? We're just talking a little Sonic here on a Super Sonic Saturday. I actually said that without tripping up this time. But, yeah, no, it's just a fun little thing here. There's also something called Island Tour Mode, which is not actually a game at all, but it's just you can kind of zoom in here and see, you know, this apparently is what Sonic's homeworld looks like. Actually, this scale makes no sense. You got Knuckles up against this really small pyramid, and all of his friends here just kind of chilling here on this island. I mean, it's decently rendered. Why am I critiquing this? This has nothing to do with the game. But the main game we're looking at here today is Sonic, freaking whatever it's called, Sonic Origins. We're going to go ahead right now, actually, and just continue up with the story mode, which takes you through all of the, well, what's the prize mode? I actually don't know. Oh, okay, you completed the illustration. This game, like, it's weird. This game has a lot of features, and it also doesn't. Like, it's weird. It's got all the main Sonic games, like all the main series, including Game Gear games, 12 classic Game Gear games, and all classic might be stretching it a bit. They're okay. It does not have Sonic Spinball, even though that's Sonic Spinball in the background with that artwork. It does not have that game. It does not have Sonic 3D Blast, but it's got the important stuff, and it does a decent job of remastering them. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and continue here. This is story mode once again, so this is basically, they call it story mode. It's just, you're just playing through the main game. You're playing through all four Sonic games put together into one long game, which is a cool idea. And apparently I'm only up to Carnival Night Zone. I just remembered, I'm like, why does this music sound so different? Because of the... So, for those of you who don't know, the reason why the music sounds different is because of the whole lawsuit, or whatever it is, between Michael Jackson's estate and Sega, where certain songs in Sonic 3, some of the best ones, like Carnival Night or Ice Cap Zone, are not the same songs anymore because they can't use those songs. So instead what we are listening to is prototype music from Sonic 3. This was apparently what Sonic 3 was going to sound like in terms of this particular song. Now, Sega did do the majority of the music in Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles. In fact, they did all the music in Sonic & Knuckles, but Michael Jackson did have a big hand on some tracks, and, long story short, I don't like this song. Like, for what it is, I like this level, but I do not like this music for this level. Some people like it better than other people, more than other people. It's also they did a really bad job of remastering this, whatever you call it, like this prototype music. I've heard better versions of it. But you know what, I'm not going to spend too much time complaining about the music, because that's not really what we're here to do today. We're just playing a little Sonic Genesis style, but it is widescreen. It is probably, some people say, the best way to play these games. I tend to agree. So, I mean, like, officially, it's not, there's some fan mods that add even more, but I mean, the official Sega release, this is probably the best way to play these classic games. Right now I'm playing the story mode, which, if we make it to Death Egg Zone tonight, or today, which we probably won't, but that would be the end of the quote-unquote story mode, because we will have beaten all 4 of the main Sonic games. Woohoo! But anyway, we're here. It's Saturday afternoon. April coming to an end soon. You know, only a few more days of April to go, and it's weird, you know. This year's flying by in some ways. It's not been the best year so far, but it's, you know, showing some signs. We just had Easter recently. Easter's one of my favorite holidays, and here we are streaming again. You know, and I don't know, I just feel like after a while all these years repeat themselves. You know, it's like, okay, we just had the winter, we're having the spring, we're gonna have summer in a couple months or so. You know, June. Big news in gaming, I guess, would be Switch 2 coming out in early June. But I mean, basically everything kind of just feels like it's repeating itself. You know, I hate to sound like one of those old people, but it's like, yeah, I've done this a time or two. You know, I've had winters and falls and summers and all that stuff, and so I say that to say, you know, I'm looking to add a little more to the channel in terms of gimmicks. You know, this is one of the gimmicks I do every once in a while. I posted on my Twitter page recently. I don't even know if anybody reads my Twitter page, but I'm going to be doing kind of like a couple different polls, basically, is all you need to know. Polls, surveys, whatever you want to call them. Because I want to do some kind of consistent summer gimmick this summer. I know I always do gimmicks, but, you know, we're going to see what those things will be. But it's going to be voted on by you, the fans. And that's in addition to Retromania and the stuff we already do. I kind of messed that up. But anyway, I got to get all the red spheres, or blue spheres, to want to mix that up. Blue spheres, I want to get a Chaos Emerald here. I'm not sure how many emeralds I need at this point in the game, but we'll find out momentarily. I just did a lot of talking. How are you guys doing? How's Big Mac doing? How's the world doing here on this Saturday afternoon? I'd say lovely Saturday afternoon. It's not so lovely here. Maybe in your area it is. In your neck of the woods, if you will. Here it's raining pretty hard, or at least it was. I don't know why I'm bothering to collect all the rings now. I already missed my chance by messing up that first cluster. But anyway, here we go. Ooh, alright. Hold on. I thought I could just jump the way I did before there. I don't know about the world, but I'm okay. I don't know why I had to pause to, like, read that, but I'm like, wait a minute, what's he saying? And I saw what he read. I saw what he read. I saw what he said. I was like, ah. I see. Alright, so we got 15 more blue spheres to get to an emerald. And we got to an emerald. Alright, that was pretty damn quick then. Well, that's my 6th emerald. One more and we can go super. Hey, yo. Ooh, a boss fight. So even just hearing the contrast between this music and the music we just heard with the, you know, the very kind of not janky, not bad, but just the sound that carnival music had just sounded so blah compared to this, because this was like in the final game. This song, this boss theme, got so much more energy and stuff to it. And then you go back to the main song, and it's like dan 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 dan, and it's just like you can tell it wasn't finished, and they could have at least polished it up for this re-release, but whatever. It is what it is. See, now we go back to you know, not the same kind of sharp instrumentation and stuff you heard from the other song. Or even the special stage theme. I mean, when the special stage theme is outdoing you, that's gotta say something. This could hypothetically go on infinitely. Oh, nice, got an electric shield. Too bad I'm gonna lose that electric shield pretty early on, because there's a water part in the beginning of the level. How do I know that? Because I played a lot of Sonic 3 in my day. Oh god, the Act 2 music's even worse. They just sped it up a little bit. Oh, now it's back to the same thing. I would have taken, like, Balloon Park over some of this. Like, they had songs already in the game, like in the 2-player mode, that would have worked better for this. If we're just doing, like, a carnival theme. Hey, this part's not that bad. I guess just because I'm so used to hearing the original one. Everybody is. Everybody's used to getting to the stage and hear but I mean, this is like just so lifeless compared to that. Back in my day, it's not like... I mean, seriously, though, like, back in my day, that's how we played Carnival Night Zone. But, I mean, what is that? This song's okay. You know, it's alright. The other ones I don't mind. Like, even though I love the Ice Cap Zone, like the original, I don't mind the replacement one they picked. And I don't mind the replacement one for Launch Base. But, like, this one gets me the most, because the original was so iconic to me. This is just not. Yes, I have played quite a bit of Sonic in general, but especially this game. I mean, I can freaking memorize this game. Whoa, what? Alright. I do enjoy saying back in my day. Yeah, well, we're in retro gaming territory here, so there was a lot of that. There's going to be a lot of that today. Sonic Origins is strictly, as you'd imagine by the name, strictly the old school Sonic games. The reasons I didn't go in there is because I already have the Bubble Shield, which is the only shield that's really going to do me any good here in this water section. Bubble Shield's not going to help me, or the Fire Shield's not going to help me, nor is the Electric Shield in an area where, well, you can probably guess, but they're just going to go right out, which is one of the things I do really like about these elemental shields, is they react the way you expect, which is, you know, the Fire Shield's useless in the water, and, you know, the Water Shield, well, it's not useless, but it's not really useful in other areas. Nice assist by Tails there. Wee! 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 That was weird. Oh, what the hell? Ah, wait, do I even need that thing? No, I don't. I can just get up there myself. That's also because I had the Bubble Shield. was always one of the longer Sonic levels, even then. Not as long as Sandopolis Act 2, which I don't even know if we're going to get to that today, but that level's whatever. This level, though, is also pretty long, especially for one that's like the 4th level in the game. I mean, we're already over 4.5 minutes, and there's still a decent amount to go in this level, which is fine with me. I mean, some modern Sonic levels are so short, they're almost too short. I think like 3 or 4 minutes is a good level, a good length for a Sonic level, with anything longer than that being for like the later levels, maybe. It's just weird to see what do I say? It's weird to see a level in this game that's like this long so early on. But I've always thought that about Carnival Night Act 2, because like Ice Cap Zone is not even that long. That's the next level. And again, I'm not speedrunning this. I'm not like, you know, going super slow. I'm just kind of going at regular speed here. I am going to hit this bonus round, try and get myself a shield or something, but I've always felt this way, by the way, about Carnival Night, and Carnival Night Act 2 in particular. Carnival Night Act 1, you'll notice, only took maybe like 3 minutes-ish. But I mean, I do love Sonic 3 Knuckles, so not much to really complain about there. I love the electric shield. Ah, damn it, I lost the electric shield. Ah, damn it! Wait, why is there a 1-up? There's no lives in this mode. Yeah, whatever. More confusing things like that another time. Are we ready? The Barrel of Doom? Yep, the Barrel of Doom. Up. Down. Never was a huge fan of that. Still not. Whoa, alright. But yeah, I used to get time overs in this stage a lot. And you could actually get a time over if you take more than 9 minutes, 59 seconds. Yeah, so the coins are something that's only in this re-release. Instead of lives, they're called coins, and you get them by collecting rings, and you can use them to buy things in the shop. I don't really love it. But you cannot turn lives on unless you play the classic mode of these games, which is 4:3 aspect ratio. And it gets rid of some of these other things they added, so if I'm playing this is like story mode, if I'm playing in this mode or anniversary mode, you know, I can't turn lives on. I know. Ah, damn it. I was so close to getting to that special ring. But yes, the coins, I have 999 of them because I can't get any more. You get them for every 100 rings. You also get them for certain other things. You can also spend them to do extra attempts in the special stages if you really want to. I might not do that. I don't know. I just realized that, whatever. I should have done that bonus round to try and go for the electric shield, because this boss can be beaten a lot easier with the electric shield. It can be beaten with any of the shields, but this boss is not hard. It's just kind of annoying. Oh, damn it. I didn't realize he was coming from that side of the screen. This boss is just annoying because you just kind of have to wait for him half the time. He almost never hits you unless you're dumb enough to jump into those little whatever they are, which sometimes I am. Got him. I just do that because I just don't feel like waiting. It's not that big a deal, but it's like, alright, let's get this going. Yeah, see, that music there, normally I would get an extra life there, but because there are no lives in this mode, I got another coin. But you can't see it because I already have 999 coins. Anyway, let's see what they did to the music in Ice Cap Zone. I'm gonna find out right now. Definitely not the music we're used to hearing here, but hey, it's something. Hey, yo. More attempt to be music right now. Wee! Wee! Yo, ouch. Bonk. Swoosh. Back when Sega had like immaculate level design though. I mean, this game and the Dreamcast games are all just top-notch. Whoa. Ah, I forgot to get up there. Could have gotten a higher route. Oh, there we go. So what's your favorite of the old Sonic games, if you have one? The original Sonic trilogy, or maybe it's Sonic Spinball, maybe it's Sonic 3D Blast. We'll find out someday. I think there's a special ring in here. Oh, no, I was wrong, there's not. You gotta push this. There we go. That'll get you going. Whoa. Whoa! I don't know why that got a whoa, but it did. Okay. It's a 2D Sonic games. Alright. Well, that's fair. I know SA2 is your favorite Sonic game, or at least I think it is. You did say you really liked Frontiers, though. I mean, this is obviously, this is how I started. Sonic Origins is not just Sonic Origins, but Chaos Origins, because I started by playing Sonic 2 and 3. Those were my first Sonic games. Then actually later I played Sonic 1. Alright, time for a boss fight. With the power of my electric shield, I can hit him before he even gets... Oh, shit! I just hit him before he even got one attack off. I was just kidding. I thought maybe I could stop him from getting, like, 2 attacks off. He got nothing. But yeah, see how much shorter that level was? It was like a 3-minute level. Which, I mean, okay, I wasn't really speedrunning it. I wasn't really going slow. I was just kind of taking it at my own pace. So the length of levels in this game does vary quite a bit. Not necessarily difficulty, but just the length of them. Until you get to Sandopolis Act 2, which is a level we might end up seeing later at this point. We'll see what happens. I always really like this level. It's not like a super challenging level, but it's a really nice looking level. The original music added a lot to it. Really? Easy top 3 though. See, I mean, I don't know if I love Sonic Frontiers, but I do really like Sonic Frontiers. I just wish they'd fix some of the issues in there, like the pop-in and kind of I mean, I guess story isn't necessarily all the end-all be-all, but I wish the story was a little better, easier to follow. I will say, through my first 2 worlds in Frontiers, like, so by the time you get to the desert area, I was like, oh, this is great. And then by the time I got to the 3rd world, I'm like, it's kind of just doing the same thing over and over again. It does it well, but it's still doing the same thing over and over again. The boss fights are great, the music is great. There's more positives than negatives for sure, but there's still, to me, not a lot of negatives, but enough negatives to notice, especially with the Final Horizon, where I thought the difficulty just got unreasonably difficult. That's what I mean. The story, to me, and again, it doesn't have to be the big thing, but what made SA2 Battles, or SA2 for me, such a great game, was the fact that the story was part of it. Like, you were playing the levels, but you also wanted to know what was going to happen with Robotnik and Shadow and, you know, Knuckles and all that. Like, Sonic Frontiers, you really don't care, because they don't really present the story in a way that makes it compelling. The story's there if you want to find it, but... And it's not that great a story even when you find it, just by the way. Like, it's not like you really learn that much. They kind of, like, tack some lore on that I don't think they really needed to. They kind of try to give you a reason for being there that doesn't really make a lot of sense, even after you learn everything. And I'm like, okay, I mean, that's cool, but, like, the game has such a weird atmosphere that you want to learn more about it, and then what you learn is basically, we don't know. Like, basically the story's even like, yeah, we don't know why you're here. Just run around. Just run around this desert and collect stuff. Like, that's basically, even the game is like, we don't really know what you're doing here either. Which is a little disappointing, because otherwise I thought they built a nice little world there, but they don't really give you much of a reason for being there, other than it somehow ties back to Knuckles, sort of. That's not really made clear either. Just like it's not made clear where I need to go here. Oh, alright. There's something. And I'm somebody who pays attention to this stuff. I realize a lot of people don't really care about Sonic stories. Like, I think there's some good stories that could be told. They just don't do it a lot of times. They're just like, ah, well, Robotnik's doing some things, stop him. Like, that's the story of most Sonic games now. To their credit, they didn't really do that as much in Frontiers. I mean, Robotnik's in it, but it's not really about him as much. So that was kind of nice to see. I mean, as much as I love Robotnik. But then they didn't really make it that creative either. They could have done any number of things that didn't involve Robotnik, but still could have been interesting. Instead of like, we have Robotnik, but yeah, we don't know. Yeah, I got all the Chaos Emeralds. So now I can be Super Sonic until I get one of the Super Emeralds, and then that's a whole other can of worms. More, right now. Oh, wow, alright, here we go. I did not realize I was that close to getting all 7 Chaos Emeralds. Oh, that's weird. That's not in the original. Usually you go out further for this boss fight. I mean, this little cliff here is not going to affect me, but that little cliff that's in the top left usually is not there. Because in the original game, you go a little bit further, so you fight him in a big open area, which, again, doesn't super matter. It's more of an aesthetic thing. That's true. I mean, I do really like Frontiers as the newest Sonic game, or actually, I think Shadow Generations might play a little bit better, but unfortunately, Shadow Generations is such a short game. I have trouble really saying it's better, but what's there is really good. And if you haven't played Shadow Generations, you should. If you like, well, if you like Sonic Generations, you'll really like Shadow Generations, because it does do some of the open world stuff from Frontiers, but it has better designed boost levels, in my opinion. So it's kind of better in both respects. But again, it's like maybe a 4 or 5 hour game, a little bit more if you take your time. But I mean, that's not a very long game. Frontiers is like a 20-hour campaign with more afterwards, so certainly understand that. But that too. No, trust me, I know. We've kind of had a bit of a Sonic resurgence here with new, I say newish material because this is not a new game, but Sonic Superstars was a new game, Frontiers was a new game, and Shadow Generations, as short as it is a new game. So we've had a few new games in the last few years. Before that, like you said, we didn't have anything since 2017 with Mania and Forces, which I love Mania, and Forces not so much, but Mania is one of my favorite Sonic games of all time. So it's hard for me to like be like, oh, all we had was like the best Sonic game ever, one of them. No, we did have Mania, so I can't be like, oh, we had nothing. It's just kind of funny, because I don't think Mania was meant to be the big game. I think Forces was meant to be the big release that year, but a lot of Sonic fans see it the other way around. Which if Sega doesn't like that, then make a better freaking Sonic game, because Forces just felt very lazy. It's not even that it felt bad, it just felt lazy. It felt like, alright, we threw some things in there, you can beat most of the levels in a minute and a half. Like, it's inoffensive, it's not hard to play, it's not frustratingly bad, it's just short and boring. Like, it's just like, alright, if you played a Sonic game before, you will be able to play Sonic Forces and beat it in probably 2 hours. I mean, yeah, there might be a few things to do after the ending, but not a lot. So, when you look at how disappointingly short Forces was, it felt like even longer until Frontiers, because it's like, yeah, we got a Sonic game, but it was so short nobody freaking played it or remembers playing it. In fact, Forces is so short, it's shorter than Shadow Generations, which is an add-on to another game. I can't beat Shadow Generations in 2 hours. Those levels are long. I mean, there's not as many of them, but they're long. And then, of course, they actually remastered a level from Forces, and it's better. Just to be even funnier about it. Oh, Forces is... I don't want to say it's terrible, but it's just... I don't know. That game could have been so much more. It's to the point now they can't really redo it. I mean, I guess they could re-release it in like 10 years with more stuff in it, but... It's like, they can't redo that game and be like, alright, Robotnik took over the world again, and here's Infinite again. like, I don't know. What's done is done. I always mess this part up. There we go. That's right, I got freaking supersonic. What am I doing here? That's right, I keep forgetting they changed the freaking supersonic music, too. How did I end up over here? It's weird that they remade an entire Supersonic song. This song was not in the original game. I don't know what this is. But they couldn't make the prototype music sound better, but they made an all-new song for this. Because the original Supersonic music was just a title screen on loop. He does usually fly, but can you imagine flying in a game like this? You would just basically skip the entire level. But yeah, this is always what 2D Supersonic was, because if you made him fly, you would skip the entire level. So yeah, when he walks, or when he goes to a run, I can't really do it here because I don't have a big space, but he is technically off the ground by like a very little bit. But this is kind of why, yeah, you can't have him fly in a 2D game. You just can't. I mean, you could, but why would you play the game then? He would just skip every level. I mean, yes, you can fly his tails, but he has limited flight. Which actually, one of my favorite moments in Frontiers is the supersonic boss fight from Ares Island, which is the desert island, where you are flying over the island as you fight him. I thought that was really cool, because you're on that island for a good few hours hunting for things, and so then when you do the boss fight, it's like the whole island looks so small now. You're just flying over all this stuff you just spent the last few hours looking at. It's like, oh, that's pretty cool, actually. I'm not just flying over some random area. I'm flying over, like, where I just was. Which, I mean, that's not really news to anybody, but still, it was a nice touch, I thought, actually. Not that Supersonic has never flown in the boss fight before, but it was just cool to see it. And he flies in all of them, but... Nice shot, Tails. See, to me, it's the opposite, because I grew up with that Supersonic, so to me, the 3D Supersonic looks a little weird to me. Because I was always used to seeing this one, where he doesn't have the red eyes, and he's, you know... I mean, they're both cool looking to me, but... I kind of see what you're saying. I see what you're saying from the other perspective, which is you're used to the Supersonic from, like, Sonic Adventure 2 and Frontiers. I'm used to this Supersonic, where he's got the big, you know, flaming quills, and... You know, just kind of hovers off the ground a little bit. I didn't know he could fly till Sonic Adventure. Hey, yo. Nice shot. I mean, I could become him now if I wanted to. I don't want to break the game too much. It is fun sometimes, though. Don't get me wrong, I wish you could fly over some of the stages I don't like. I don't mind this stage, though. In fact, I might use Super on the boss that comes up at the end here. We'll see. Ooh. I don't remember this. I don't remember these pipes being so close together. That's just weird. To me. That might be how they were placed before. Whoa. See, I actually don't mind this music. This is also prototype music, but I don't notice it so much. It's pretty inoffensive, and it kind of fits with the theme of this level. Whee! Do-do-do-do-do. Ow. He does jump a lot higher. Oh yeah, also if you get one of those big rings when you're supersonic, it gives you 50 rings at once. But yeah, he does jump a lot higher. Hard to really show it here, but he does. It's actually almost too high. Like, he's a little too uncontrollable in this form. It's very easy to run into something, which I guess it's alright, because you have invincibility. Oh, I mean, look at this. I could, like, jump up to the boss without even needing the gimmick. Like, alright. Oh, dude, I can just stand here. No, I'm not going to, but... I mean, look at how broken that was. Oh, shoot. Ah. There's a way to cancel out of him. I should have done that, because now it's just going to waste, like, a minute of my time while this plays out. There's nothing I can do to skip this. I don't think... No, there's nothing I can do to skip this. I gotta just watch this. Which is fine, except I'm losing rings every second this happens. Alright, well, Knuckles just took a little nap there. I was gonna say a dirt nap, but it's more of a water nap. Again, you can kind of just crush this boss. Like, you don't have to really do anything. I wonder if they bring... I'm trying to remember if they bring the big arm boss to this. I think they do. Yeah, they do. Alright. That's actually... I like that. Even though I'm not a huge fan of this boss. In the original Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you skip this boss because it just connects to part 2 of the game. Which is, Mushroom Hill. And I only mention this because this is one of the few bosses that can hurt Super Sonic. So I actually have to be a little careful. Oh, shit. I thought I was going to fall off there. I had to be a little careful here. Because if he grabs you, he can actually take the rings out of you. He's, like, probably the only boss that can do that. I always remember that. I don't know if they kept it, and I'm not going to find out. I just have to be careful how I hit him. Oh, shit! Yep, I just did it. Oh, well, okay, that's different. In the original, he grabs you and, like, knocks rings off your counter. Alright, there's really not much of a risk to missing that, then. Kind of stupid, then. So, yeah, he can grab you, but it doesn't really do anything. Unless I just hit a button to get out of it. I'm still gonna try to avoid it. I could swear as a kid, if he did that, it would take, like, 20 or 30 rings off your total. Maybe they got rid of that. Maybe it never existed. I don't know. That was the only thing about Big Arm's boss. I remember, like, wait a minute. He can actually hurt Super Sonic. Or he can at least do something to him. I was wondering how they'd handle this transition. Because this is the end of Sonic 3. But then it goes right to Sonic and Knuckles. Kind of wait. It does! But in the original, the counter would actually go down, like, very quickly there. And they either got rid of it, or I'm not remembering it right. But I could swear Big Arms could hit Super Sonic. Okay, so this part goes right into Sonic and Knuckles. And I'm not sure how familiar you are with, like, old Sonic games, but this is Sonic and Knuckles now. We just changed games. But in the original, they were one big game. It's weird. Which means Knuckles is going to be under here. Yep. He leaves the entrance to his secret fortress very easy to figure out. There it is. How do we get in? Well, we just watched him do it. You do that. So then you can go in here. And what do you know? It's the Master Emerald altar. And there's the 7 Chaos Emeralds we've gotten. So these are... I mean, obviously they're the 7 Chaos Emeralds, but... these are 7 more special stages you can do. And if you do all 7 of them, you get the Super Emeralds. I'm going to go ahead and do one now. You can only do one at a time, which means I got to find more of those secret rings. But by doing that, you get the Super Emeralds, which turn you into Hypersonic. I feel like I'm a little kid right now, just being like, these are the Super Emeralds. These are better. You never see the Super Emeralds again, by the way. This is the only game with the Super Emeralds. So there are actually 14 Emeralds in this game. But you have to get the 7 Chaos Emeralds before you can get the 7 Super Emeralds. Something that I did not learn until later in life. And I had played this game a long time. That's why I love this game. There's so much in this game that they don't really tell you. Which normally would piss me off, but I'm like, you know what? I like finding out about it. Oh, I messed that up. Okay, at least I didn't... I got all those spheres. That's more important. Do, 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 do. I don't really need to waste time getting the rings. If I can't get all the rings, there's really no point to getting any of them, because the rings will give you like a score bonus if you get them all. As I go ahead and get them all here. I mean, if they're in the way anyway, I may as well get them. I think I saw the last 18 were over right here, right? Oh, that's not all of it. Alright, there's 12 more here somewhere. Only thing I remember specifically from these stages is that the color scheme was always so bright on the Super Emerald stages. It's like yellow and orange and like this bright green and blue. It's almost a little too much on the eyes. Even back in my day. Back in my day. Wait, that didn't get them all either? Alright. There's still 6 more somewhere. Well, let's find out where they are. Fudge. Alright. God damn, this is so fast, dude. Alright, try and find this thing. Dude, everything looks the same! Do I want to redo it? I might redo it. Give me a second here. Let me see. But I pledge to act respectfully. Thanks, I guess. I love how, like, unceremonious that is. Wow, look how much slower this is when you restart it. I don't know what I could have missed there. I know there's more rings, or not, there's more spheres there. But in order to get to that, you gotta, like, go around in a little circle or whatever. What's going on, IDM Pod? How you doing today? Welcome to Sonic Origins Plus, where it all began. Plus a lot more. More right now. The thanks, I guess, is what gets me. It's just like out of nowhere. Thanks, I guess. This one doesn't seem like it should be that hard. No, this is Sega Genesis. I mean, re-released, but yeah, this is Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. From Sega Genesis. Sega Genesis. Now, you have Game Gear games in this collection, though. See, now I'm getting back in that territory where I don't quite know where I'm going. There's a couple clusters here. Where was it? Alright, we got 16 more rings here. Dude, I know him and I don't know why he pledged that. I think he does stuff like that on purpose to kind of like make a joke that you overthink it, and then that ends up being the joke, the fact that you overthought it. I guess. I've yet to realize why that's funny. We'll find out another time. Okay, see, this is where I was last time, where I had 6 of these left. I don't know where they are. Wait, no! Alright, forget that. It was Shadow of the Colossus 3 times! I'm not doing that again. It's just too long. We got other things to do. We got plenty more Sonic to play. But how you doing, Audience Pod? The show right now. Oh, and I got a 3-coin bonus anyway, so that 1 coin I spent was already just gained back. Do 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 do. I do enjoy this game outright. I don't enjoy that though, but I do enjoy this game. Whee! Oh no! I hit by a mushroom. I actually didn't know that could even happen. At least not like while you're on that thing. I don't know what to do now. I gotta wait for that pendulum and reset. It didn't, but I still got a hold of it, so we're good. Watch out. Oh, good. That could have been really bad. But it wasn't. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa. Ooh. He waits until somebody who doesn't know German joins the stream to activate this, but alright, we'll do it. Los skits. After the chat, be a nice chatter. Ah, warum denkst du das? Sind wir meistens gemein? Aber jetzt Krieg! Warum? Warum gibt es Krieg? Lass mich in Ruhe. Aber jetzt Krieg. Oh nein. Wir sind im 7. Niveau. Pilzerhügel. Ich denke. Naja. Ja, Krieg. What do you think? Nein. Ich kann der englische Text nicht auf Englisch lesen. Das war lustig. Vielleicht. Ich sage vielleicht oft. Eine Bobby-Erklärung, die ich verstehen kann nicht. Das ist dumm. Das ist genau, was ich gesagt habe, ja. Jetzt muss ich lachen. Ah, nein. Okay, müssen wir jetzt Teil 2. Du blockst einen Rezept für Eis? Ich habe nichts zu sagen. Ich habe nichts zu sagen. Ein Rezept für Eis. Okay. Man braucht Wasser, um Eis zu machen. Wasser ist sehr wichtig. Kann ich was? Kann ich Eis Baby singen? Ich denke, dass niemand war. Niemand will das hören. Ich bin schlecht heute. Es ist sehr gut angefangen, aber dann nichts zu viel. Was ist los? Die Uhr scheint so langsam zu bewegen. Lass uns dieses besondere Niveau versuchen. Ich muss geduldig sein. Es ist zu lustig, Big Macs übersetzen zu lesen. Fuck. Wo sind die verdammt keltischen Emeralden? Warum ist es immer noch Niveau? Ah, scheiße. Ich würde das wiederholen. Ja. Ich denke so. Na, ich habe einen Fehler gemacht. Das ist so dumm. Warum hat Big Mac bis die Ankunft zum IDM Pod warten, zuvor er die Übersetzung aktivieren? Ja, viel Glück. Meine böse Lachen. ich vermisse. This is too stupid. Oh god, that was awful. Thank you for bearing with me there. I was like, why did Big Mac? Why did Big Mac wait until? Yeah, basically that. That's why I said good luck. I'm like, good luck with that one, because that was just shit. That actually started really good though. Like, I actually kind of liked my German there for like half a minute, and then not so much. Like, I actually did not mind my German there for, like, the very beginning of it. And then it just got so bad after I got to the first special stage. And then I'm like, okay, apparently Niveau's not the right word. I'm like, what the hell was that? That was terrible. I apologize to everybody, German or English speaking. It actually started fairly decent. And then it just decided to go off a freaking cliff. That's my honest review of that. Because normally I'll tell you guys if I think the whole thing sucked or I think, you know, whatever. Niveau, exactly. Which I think sounds more French, to be honest. I'm going to do one more attempt on this. Because I feel like I can do this one. I'm just getting too distracted. That's what I meant when I said I had to be patient. Or I was going for either patient or focused, but I ended up saying patient. Because if I go too fast in these stages, I end up messing up more. Niveau, I meant stage. Or level. Special stage. But then I remember, I think Niveau is like level, like something else. I basically didn't have a word, okay? Like, sometimes I just don't have a word. So I just try to, like, say something. When I said, like, Teil 2, I meant Act 2. But, like, I don't know what the word is for that. So I basically meant, like, we have to do the second part of the level. I'm like, that's kind of the beauty and also the not beauty of the Überdeutsch is I have no time to prepare for this. So, like, I will not know what terms I need to say until I need to say them. And when I say them, oh boy, do I say them. Whether you want them or not, I say them. Well, shit, actually tricked me. Leverkusen? Oh, wait. Why did I believe that? That was Big Mac. That was IDM Pod saying that. I thought Leverkusen was actually the word. I'm like, it can't be Leverkusen. X2 is the same? Alright, I'm gonna not try that again. For all of our sakes. For level, you just say level? What the fuck am I doing over here? What did I say for stage, then? God, I'm surprised I knew how to say Pilza Hugel. Or Mushroom Hill. Alright, that was funny for all the wrong reasons. Level 2000. Stage of Guggen. Why do you keep saying Guggen? What is the significance of Guggen? I know you don't really speak German, that's why I want to hear your explanation for this. Like, what is Guggen to you? I don't even know what Guggen is to me. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was Guggen ist. But what else is new? Good job, Guggen. The Guggenheimer. 2000. Ah. That was fun. That was. It's been a little while since I humiliated myself on camera like that while not speaking English or any of it. Or trying not to speak English. I accidentally started to read the English that he translated. I'm like, shit, I can't read that. I can't read the English in English. I do enjoy getting the passport so I can go to Germany. Passport is Pass, or Visum. I know some German, I just never use it at the right time. Wait, oh, I can't go super anyway. Oh, that's kind of weird. Well, if the menu's in German, that'll be easier, because I'll just read the menu, and I'll probably have to tell you what the menu means, but... Okay. I mean, if you think I'm bad in the stream trying to talk German, imagine me in an actual German setting trying to talk German. Oy vey. More, right now. Alright, so I can't go super anyway. I thought... Nah, whatever. Screw what I thought. We have to get all of the super emeralds before we can go super again. Or Ausweis. I thought Ausweis was like... Oh no, that's like a license or an ID, right? More, right now. I'm thinking of Hinweis, which is like a hint. A lot of Weisses. Weiss City, or Weissstadt. Then du willst. It's funny how we brought more German into the stream. Not when Big Mac was here by himself, but when IDM Pod joined. That's when the German started to come out. Gute Arbeit, German. God damn, oh man, I'm messing up a lot here. I'm actually going to keep using this, because I got 999 coins. I may as well use them. So what'd you spend your 999 coins on? Good stuff? No, just reattempting the special stages again and again. Naya. I just like Naya. I don't even know what the F it means. Gute Arbeit, Naya. It's less fun if... Is it fun with more of us? Because my German doesn't get any better. In fact, I think it got worse. Between trying to read your translation and not laugh at how bad I sounded, and then laugh at his attempt at level Guggen. It was something. I don't know if it's supposed to be fun, but it's something. That was definitely an approximation of the German language. Indistinguishable by most, but readable by some. God damn it again. I do enjoy fuck, am I gonna do this again? Yeah. No, I hit no. Alright. That's kind of what I thought it was. I thought it was kind of like, you know, oh well, or yeah, like, nah, yeah, los geht's, oh well, let's go. Like. Anywho's. Thank you all for joining me, whether you speak English or German or both, as is the case of some. We are having the fun right now. Wir machen Spaß. Yeah, but what was that one sentence I said where you, like, translated it backwards, which means I probably said it backwards, where you said, like, a Bobby explanation I understand can't. I'm like, God damn it. I said that wrong. Or neither, which I believe is, what, Veda? W-E-D-E-R? Neither? I know Veda is either. I think neither is Veda. I could be pronouncing that wrong. I probably am pronouncing that wrong, wahrscheinlich. Wahrscheinlich or vermutlich? I've heard either. Tails just got sucked up by the vortex, and yet there he is right there, right again. What are these things? I feel like it's only funny to me. Like, I'm sitting here laughing, trying to read my own, like, German text, spit back at me in English, like I'm laughing my ass off. Everyone else is like, why is it so funny? Like, it's not really that funny. But especially the part where, like, we're talking about ice, and I'm like, you really need ice. Like, ice is our water is very important for ice. Tell you in detail anymore what you said, but you kind of twisted whatever you said there. Yeah, because I think I did too, but... I was basically just trying to repeat what he said, and I think he said something like, oh, a Bobby explanation I can't understand, so I'm like, eine Bobby Erklärung, das ich verstehen kann nicht, but you're right, it should be nicht kann. God damn it, I just took a hit there. Shit, that was a really dumb jump on my part. God damn, I'm like playing like shit right now. I'm blaming the German on this. Ever since the German thing started, I've been making a lot of mistakes I don't normally. What the frick? Yeah, I'm making a lot of mistakes I don't normally make. More mistakes right now. Alright, we still won the boss fight because it's an easy thing. Means probably, Vermutlich means perhaps. Oh, well, see, I was way off then. I always just say vielleicht for perhaps. I do enjoy vielleicht. I don't know why, I always say vielleicht. But I do enjoy wahrscheinlich as well. And I don't know how I feel about vermutlich, because I don't say that much. Not a bad little word, though. Not a bad little word, is it? It's an alright little word. Oh my god. So how you doing, IDM Pod? Haven't heard much from you since, well, the whole German nonsense began. And it's still technically continuing. Do 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 do. Fortunately, I keep mentioning Sandopolis Act 2. We are getting very close to that level. And that is a very long and frustrating level. Probably my least favorite of the original series. If not my least favorite in the entire series. It's that bad. Whoa, that was close. Whoa, that was close. Whoa, that was close. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh no, I was wrong for look. It is more like presumably or probably. Wahrscheinlich is similar. I would say it is leaning stronger toward yes. Okay, I see. I'm gonna say I've heard either one used to mean probably as far as vermutlich and wahrscheinlich, but it's usually wahrscheinlich. At least it's probably wahrscheinlich. Ich wahrscheinlich habe keine Ahnung, was ich sage. Actually, that's exactly the power-up I wanted, was the double jump. I don't think it's gonna really work, but... Ooh, close though. Ooh, close though. Damn it, Tails, I really did not need that. Oh well, we're going down. Oh, there we go. Whoa! Okay, that was clutch. I'm surprised I made it through all that. But I did. Whoa! I actually didn't know this was back here. I mean, oh, okay, I see what I did. I somehow tripped. I ended up going, like, backwards for a second there. I didn't know you could do that. It's like, why isn't he doing the thing? There we go. That's the thing I need him to do. Jeez, Tails, come on. I mean, it doesn't matter to me, but you gotta be pretty dumb to just stand there for that. Tails was like, here, let me stand there for that. And he did. Got him. Oh, there we go again. Basically that's the premise of that boss. And for the longest time, I mean, not the longest time, but after a whole game of hitting the boss a certain way, when you have to hit it that way, it's like, oh, I have to trick the boss into hitting itself. Alright, that's different, but I'll do it. Do what I did. Whoa, watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. There is a shortcut if I go right there, but I think it's a harder shortcut. Like, I think this way will be a little longer, but not as unforgiving. I could be wrong. I think both ways have their own pitfalls, but that's just a chance you take in this level. Believe it or not, though, this is one of my favorite Sonic levels of all time, which is funny because the next one's one of my least favorite Sonic levels of all time, which we may or may not play today. We'll see what happens. Damn it. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright. Sorry about that. We are back. Something tells me the frequency on the microphone might have changed while I was gone. Probably not, but you never know with these things. So feel free to let me know. And we're going to pick things up here where we left off, which was in Flying Battery Zone, Act 2. Wow, what a weird elevator, right? Alright, good. Because that's happened before, where if I leave the room for whatever reason with the microphone, well, obviously I don't take the microphone with me, that's the whole point. Yeah, usually if I take the microphone off for any reason and then put it back on, for some reason when I put it back on, it changes frequencies, and it makes no sense to me, as both a human being and an AV tech. Well, that was a glitch in the game right there, but anyway. Good. Well, then we are back. We were in Sonic Origins, getting toward the latter parts of Sonic and Knuckles here with Flying Battery Zone. And here we go. I do enjoy No Chipmunk today. Good job, No Chipmunk today. Boss time. What's funny is you can hit this laser as many times as you want. You will never beat this boss. You have to. The only way to beat this boss is just sit here and wait until he lasers the floor enough for the boss to just end. I don't know why it ends, but it does. Because technically Robotnik could kill me right here, but he stops after a certain number of lasers. I mean, I've hit this thing with Supersonic. I've hit it with my shield. I think I've hit this thing like 25 times before. Okay, it blew up there, but that's because it was going to blow up anyway. Because it always ends at the same point. The real boss is coming up right now, or just a little bit here. The real boss is the friends we made along the way. And that's what we're going to see up here. Hey, 200 rings. That got me back up to 999 fictional coins. I don't know why they call them coins. It really is confusing. Robotnik. There he is. There he is again. Come on, Tails, get a hit for me. Oh no! No, I missed that hit too. Damn it. That was frustrating. There you go. There we go. See, he's dead now. Look at that. And everybody was happy ever after. Act 1 of this level's not too bad. It's just I dreaded Act 2. Hey, yo. Also, I realized we've not gotten any of the Super Emeralds. We've only had a couple opportunities, and we've blown all of them. It's a shame. Whee! Good. I mean, alright, I guess I gotta go to the bathroom again now. And thank you for your concern over my bladder, but I should be good. Wow, was that your favorite part of the show or something? By the show, I mean whatever all this is. Hold on, let's see if we can get an item here. Oh, wow, that's really weird. that the bot showed up just after we were talking about that. Oh, go to the bathroom. Speaking of shit, here's this bot. Wait a minute. There we go. That brings the bumpers back. Hey, yo. Hey, what's going on, Polluted Turtle? Speaking of bots, here's someone who's not a bot, Polluted Turtle. What's going on, Turtle? We've seen you in a few more streams lately, which is always good to see. Do enjoy cheap viewers. It is a good price for them. They never say how cheap, though. Like, they're almost like Nintendo. Like, they can't just tell us the price. It's almost like they're afraid of admitting it. But maybe it's a good price. Who knows? Well, speaking of things, nothing to do with anything, but speaking of which, here's the chance for another Super Emerald right now. Oh, man. How bright is this? This is so bright. I mean, it depends on what we're paying you is not very much, but still, you provide a lot of bang for the buck, I would say. Good job, Polluted Turtle. How's your weekend going? Cheap, like, low cost. Yeah, no, they don't really say. And again, I don't know what defines a cheap viewer versus an expensive one. Like, they're all viewers. Like, if they're just talking about pure numbers, like algorithm or whatever, like, oh, we're going to add like 100 viewers to your stream. Like, do I care how much they cost? I mean, I guess I do. But, like, in terms of quality, like, yeah, what makes that one worth more than the other one? I mean, they all just add one each. Like, one viewer is one viewer. Like, you don't get higher viewers if one's better than another. I don't know. At least not in the eyes of Twitch. I mean, you guys, I think, are worth like 1 million viewers, but Twitch doesn't see it that way. Otherwise, I'd be like super monetized. Oh, I'm actually gonna beat this one. I actually beat this one. So yeah, a Super Emerald literally just looks like a Chaos Emerald, just bigger. Does it show it? It doesn't even show it. It used to show it. Woo! Look at that effect. Oh, we getting jiggy with it now. Hey, yo. Bling! Alright, well, we got some good out of this. We got a Super Emerald, finally. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Whee! Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Here's about Super Emeralds and Master Emerald are also... Yeah, they actually stopped at Super Emeralds, and even they said, like, Sega was like, yeah, there's no other Emeralds, because, like, we know that this can get, like, insanely convoluted, like, start having Ultra Emeralds and all this other stuff. Because people were asking, like, oh, is there a form higher than Super Emerald? And it's like, well, no. And yeah, I don't know how the Master Emerald relates to Super Emeralds. I know they relate to the Chaos Emeralds. The Master Emerald and the Chaos Emeralds are related, but... It's weird. They're only in this one game. It's supposed to be like a secret of sorts, even though it's pretty easy to find. But yeah, you could conceivably have a Super Master Emerald, Premium Deluxe Special Edition Emerald. Easily. Now we don't, but we could. There you go. There was, and it was in Sonic Forces, the Phantom Ruby. Which actually, out of all the things that Sonic Forces did wrong, I actually thought the Phantom Ruby was a cool idea. It's also in Sonic Mania. It's the thing that takes you to different locations, but... Yeah, I thought the Phantom Ruby was a cool idea. Not just because it's a ruby, but because of that whole Phantom aspect where it's like creating illusions and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. But there's only one... Well, no, actually there's more than one Phantom Ruby, but they're... It's not really said, like the Chaos Emeralds, how many there are. Alright, so we've turned that one into a Super Emerald. So let's try one we haven't turned into one yet, like this one. Alright, this is actually one of the not blindingly bright levels, at least. So we got that going for us. No Sapphire yet, but you know that they're probably going to work on maybe like a Speed Sapphire or something in a future game, maybe. Maybe not. I am glad they kept it to just the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic Frontiers. I feel like they could have introduced some new MacGuffin since you're in that cyber world. Like, they could have had, like, some... I mean, they did have a few MacGuffins in that game, but, like, there wasn't, like, a Cyber Emerald or anything. Like, they were still the same Chaos Emeralds that turned you super. Not that... It's like, I'm on kind of both sides there. It's like, could I have, like, you know, other kinds of gems? Like, I like the Phantom Ruby for what it was, but I don't need there to be, like, a new gem every game. I feel like that kind of opens the door to... You know, kind of anime levels of transformations where it's almost like just too much. Got it. That's really weird that it doesn't show it. It shows it after the fact. I got the orange one. And what an orange one it was. There you go. I do enjoy. Well, that's all I can think of to call it. Like, for people that aren't, like, informed in the Sonic, you know, franchise, every game or every movie or every whatever has a MacGuffin. Like, the thing they're searching for, you know? So for Sonic, it's usually the Chaos Emeralds, you know? And you need the Chaos Emeralds to defeat Dr. Robotnik or defeat whatever. So that, I call that the MacGuffin. I mean, I don't call it that. That's a term that exists in literary definitions or whatever. More right now. So it's just easier for me to call it a MacGuffin. I don't... Maybe it has a different connotation, but... God damn it. I keep wanting to go super, and I keep forgetting I can't. To enjoy Mick Andor Guffin. Just about that it's Andor, but then again, that's also a trope I started a while ago, so I get that. I mean, that would be awesome. It seems like too easy of a thing for them not to do. Oh, shit. I'm gonna say, I honestly thought I was gonna die there. Look, I knew this was under here, but I didn't think I was gonna land on it. I thought I was gonna just fall through the screen or something. You know how these kind of games can be. This is another one of those bosses you have to defeat in a slightly different way. You can hit this boss for, like, all eternity and not beat it. But once you face the right way, you just have to hit it into the sand. Ooh, there you go, the red herring fish. I get it, because a red herring is something that you think is something, but it ends up being something else, or just kind of a trick. So actually, the red herring, in that scenario, the red herring fish sandwich would be, like, not fish at all. It would end up being, like, steak or something. It's like, oh, the real fish was in this sandwich over here. Yeah, exactly, it's actually pork. It's like, the real fish is over here. You were eating the red herring sandwich. I do enjoy eating the red herring sandwich. Boy, would my face be red. And my meat. Although pork is white meat. But anyway. Well played. And it gets my mind off the fact that we're about to play Sandopolis Zone Act 2. Which is a terrible level, by the way. We'll see how terrible right if we beat this boss. Imagine if somebody was playing this song on guitar, their fingers would be very tired right now. Well, the real fish may or may not be in the red herring sandwich. I do enjoy the red herring fish sandwich. That's great. For a second I thought you spelled that R-E-E-L, so that would be like a double meaning, like the real fish, like reel it in. That was just my mind making a pun that wasn't really there. That was a red herring pun. Alright, here we go. Time for hell. Time for Sandopolis Zone Act 2. God, I hate this level. You got this stupid gimmick where the lights are always off. You gotta keep turning them back on. If you don't turn them on, some ghosts come out. Then you got these. There's like so many gimmicks that just don't need to be in the same level. They're all in the same level. Level's long as hell. It's a bad level. It is probably my least favorite Sonic level of all time. like, maybe the best compliment I can give this level is the music, and the boss actually isn't bad. The boss is pretty cool, but even then, by the time you get to the boss, you're so tired of the whole thing, you're just like, whatever. Yep, there go the ghosts. So the level will get progressively darker unless you hit these switches that right now they make them easy to find so that you can kind of get used to it. Later in the level, they're not easy to find, and they're usually in the worst possible place as you're trying to do the most anxiety-inducing thing. More complaining right now. Oh, then there's also these parts where you just get lost going up and down these slides forever. Like this. This is a loop. We've done this like 3 times now. There we go. Somehow we broke the loop. I don't know how. And you never will in this. And then you gotta hit this little switch here. Because don't forget, this gimmick is still a thing. There's a door somewhere. This is almost like Pyramid Cave, where you have to get to the other side of the door. In fact, that's exactly what it is. You have to get to the door before it closes or whatever, except this is 2D and you usually can't see where that door is. And sometimes they put these doors really far away from where the button is. Other times you'll wish they did. It's been a long time since I played this level, so I'm kind of hoping maybe I'm wrong and this level is not as annoying as I remember it, but I have a bad feeling about that. Who's that asshole? I'm gonna say, this is actually the original Pyramid Cave now I'm thinking about it. I don't remember going this way before. Which may be a good thing, it may not be a good thing. Ah, I didn't realize we were at this part of the level already. Yeah, this was probably a shortcut then. This is where the sand starts rising. I freaking hate this. I'm actually surprised I'm at this part already. I definitely took a shortcut. I remember this part. I just thought this wasn't until like 5 or 6 minutes into this stupid long level. Fuck. Okay, I thought that sand was gonna rise faster than that. Maybe they made this level easier for the re-release, because I could swear I'd be getting crushed right now. Yeah, something's going on here. Like, maybe I'm just used to this level. Oh, shit. Okay, here we go. We're good, we're good. Fuck! Who put that there? Okay, the sand stops rising? I thought the sand kept rising there. I actually don't know, because I don't watch a lot of movies with MacGuffins, but... I never really watched Indiana Jones. I know there's usually some MacGuffin in there. It's usually in the title of the movie. Oh no, what's National Treasure had a pretty good one with the Declaration of Independence. I was watching, what was it? Looney Tunes Back in Action had the Blue Monkey or whatever. Basically just making fun of all MacGuffins. A lot of movies. Now I think about it, even movies I'm forgetting about, that I apparently didn't forget about because I remember them. There's other movies that had MacGuffins that I kind of forgot about. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. That movie had a MacGuffin too. Basically, like every secret agent movie, or most of them, had some kind of big thing the bad guy was after. And when they got it, oh boy, did they get it. Okay, this is more like the level I remember, where there's so many stupid parts of it. So many stupid parts. The hell? Okay, that was a little bizarre. Fuck. Wait, am I almost at the end of the level already? I think I know where I am. Yeah, I'm at the end of the level. Okay, that was actually not as bad as I remember it. I used to be at like 9 minutes like when I got to the end of this level. This boss is not the worst, it's not the best. It's actually not a bad design though. Well, I don't know how I dodged that. I really don't. Okay. The problem is he stays unprotected for such a short time. And I know IDM Pod, I just set up a joke for you to make some protected sex joke, but... The thing about this boss is if you don't beat him by a certain time, I think he crushes you into the wall. Like, I think there is a limit to how far this goes over. So, Tails, if you want to help me out with an extra hit... Okay, yeah, he's dead. There we go. Okay, that was not as bad as I made it out to be. I'm not gonna lie. That might be the best time I've ever gotten in Sandopolis Act 2 with 6 minutes. Oh, kinda, yeah. I mean, this game obviously came out before SA2, but... Now what's funny is I love this level. Like, this game has, like... I love Flying Battery Zone. I love Lava Reef. I hate Sandopolis Zone, which is what we just did. But I love this level's awesome. And I usually don't like lava levels, but I love this level. I love the music. I love the atmosphere. It's difficult, don't get me wrong. It's a harder level, but it's not like, oh, what's this like doing? Plus, Act 1 and 2 are very different from each other, and the Act 2 boss is actually really fun, even though it's a little weird. In fact, some people don't like the Act 2 boss. I actually like it. I mean, it's not a perfect level. I still prefer Flying Battery Zone to this level, but it's still a pretty good level. Yeah, you know, I never really thought about it, even though I played, like, all the Sonic games. I never really thought about how certain ones might have borrowed from ones before them or after. Well, you can't borrow from something after it, but... Ah. This level was also in Mania. Lava Reef, specifically. Boom, 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 boom. I'll take Pyramid Cave over Sandopolis anytime, though. And really, the whole desert aesthetic in SA2 worked really well. In fact, a lot of Sonic games haven't used the desert aesthetic since until, well, Frontiers did, but it was a little more boring. I thought the desert was done very well in SA2, whether it was Robotnik's Pyramid Base or just different things. It looked really cool. Sand Ocean, Pyramid Cave, even like Knuckles and Rouge's levels are pretty cool. The fire shield would obviously make this level a lot easier. There are fire shields in this level. Oh shit, I went the wrong way. I definitely went the wrong way. That's my bad. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I don't know. They're, well, Death Chamber especially, but yeah, I don't know. I'm also not a huge fan of a lot of Rouge's levels, so actually her Headquarters level might be one of the better ones, because I hate Mad Space, and I hate Security Hall. That's two of them right there. Knuckles, I think, has the better hunting levels in general, Pumpkin Hill, Meteor Herd, but even then... Although, Knuckles has Aquatic Mine, which I don't really like. God damn it, Fireball. It was such an easily predicted Fireball, too. It's not like, where'd that come from? Like, clearly... Oh, sweet, I forgot about that. Oh, how do I get up there? I think I have to ride that Crusher thing up to the next level. Let me see. So it would stand a reason to be another hole in the wall there. It's easy enough to find these entrances. No, I'm not like... Some people are like really anti-hunting levels. Like, I don't hate them. I do wish I could just play as the characters sometimes, because they have a good moveset. But, unfortunately, you have to play as them to find these hidden gems in every level they're in, or keys or whatever. But it is what it is. This level's like a big kind of 80s color palette going on here with the bright green and purple. Or pink. That's a pink. Oh, that's the last one. Got it. I was like, wait, there's only one left. There's only one there. What's that? 2? No, I'm sorry. That's 3. 3 Super Emeralds. Maybe 4. We'll find out in a second here. I might actually get Hypersonic before the end of the game, but it depends on how many of these entrances I find. Homelander. I really am not playing as Homelander in Sonic Origins. What's going on, Toaster Cartridge? 1, 2, 3. I think that was the 4th one I had, too. That might be my 4th Super Emerald. We'll find out some other time. Now to try not to get crushed by this. More of not getting crushed by this right now. I've always really liked this level. I don't know why. Sonic... I don't even know how to read that word. You better be playing through all of this. I really am not. I mean, I'm playing, but... I started this stream like an hour and a half ago, and I was on like Carnival Night Zone. There's another special ring down there. I'm just kind of doing what I do. What do I ever do? Toaster, I just kind of play games until I don't. Hey, what's going on, Randy? Yeah, we got some people joining us here. And yeah, I'm gonna say I did that. Yep, no, you missed that. That was some good TV there for nobody in particular. I think I can get up there. No, I really can't get up there. But thank you for summarizing for the people, IDM Pod. Alright, fire shield. Very important to have the fire shield in this level. I do. I know what that is. Hey, yo. Oh, it's going pretty well. How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good weekend out there. Whoa. Perfect German for... I didn't say perfect, but I think my German was actually decent for like the first minute of that whole segment. And I'm not going to even blame Big Mac for the funny translations. I just completely forgot how to speak German for like most of it after that. Somewhere after like saying Mushroom Hill Zone, it's like I kind of just decided that's good enough, and I just stopped being that good. The Celtics really did lose last night. I was there. I mean, I wasn't there, but I saw the game. And what a game it was. Whoa, watch out. Watch out. No, ouch! I do enjoy the needless amount of rock crumbling that goes on here, and the fact that Tails can randomly just fly me places when I don't want him to. What did we develop? Ooh, piece of candy. We'll have a piece of candy right now. Time for a piece of candy break. Brought to you by Trolley Sour Bright Crawlers. I'll eat them. Why not you? Hey, yo, let's eat these stupid things. Alright. Wormy. Oh, yeah. That was fun, huh? Sure. Oh, thank you. It's one of my many, well, not many, but one of my few Chaos Blur shirts I got. What shirts they are. Gotta support the team. Watch out, enemy. Oh no! Oh, I thought I was gonna get hit by a fireball. That was a premature. Oh no. Damn it. There's a boss coming up. I don't have any shields, so we're just going to head in here. Watch out. Watch out. Oh no! I'm not hitting it! Oh jeez, a giant hand! Let's give him a big hand. Oh wait, he's already got one. He already is one. Dead. Watch out, giant hand! A giant, slow-moving hand. What a great boss. Why didn't it just combine these two? You either fight a cannon or a giant, slow-moving hand. Not both. Dead. There you go. So this is completely different. I was mentioning how Act 1 and 2 are completely different. This is the same level, but we're going like underground now, like into the caves or whatever. Still some fire obstacles, but not so much of a well, I guess we're in a volcano, but it's not like all lava based. Always like the music here. Overall, though, I prefer Act 1. I don't love this. Like, this level's a little more cramped. It's got a few more obstacles I don't love. But again, it's pretty cool. Just the fact that it is a completely different aesthetic for Act 2. I mean, obviously, it's got some similarities, but... More talking about the level right now. The water shield. Not gonna do a lot, but then again... I mean, it'll still absorb a hit. Damn it! That's what I was trying to get up there before that wore out, but it obviously didn't work. But if it did, oh boy. Oh no! Fire! Oh no, those things! So glad they put the button for the door right above the door like that. And Tails died somehow, just heard his death from off screen. Oh no! Oh, very painful. Whoa. Spikes. Whoa. More spikes. Whoa. More spikes. Alright, that's it. Oh, fire! I thought everything in this game. Let me just stand here and wait for the fire to come back. So I did. Hey, yo. Riveting. At every step. This is actually my favorite Sonic special stage, not just our bonus stage, not just in this game, but all of the series. I love the like pinball, you know, collect the rings and the bonus items you can get them. A fun little bonus stage, huh? Alright, I do enjoy this boss fight. Even though it is kind of one of those just sit and wait for the boss to do stuff. I don't know, I just like this sequence. I guess it also helps if you have a fire shield, which I do. If you have a fire shield, you're pretty good for this boss. Like, you can pretty much just stand there for this boss. You'll see what I mean in a second. And yes, there will be a lot of lava. It is Lava Reef, after all. Why would I ever take that Thunder Shield? As much as I love the Thunder Shield, I would not take it. Just ride this all the way down. The only thing we gotta watch out for are the size of the screen, and we'll see why in a second. You can literally stand on lava here, by the way. But what I always liked, I like the way that he slants the lava toward you. And right now, I'm just doing this. I don't even have to do this, because like you saw, I can hit the lava and not get hurt. You just have to jump on these platforms and wait for the spike balls to hit them. I know a lot of people hate this boss. I actually kind of like it. Thought it was a pretty creative little boss fight. Not like the best boss fight, but it's a fun little boss fight. I'm pretending like there's actually stakes here. Like, I mean, even I played this without the lava shield. It's just a little more of a pain in the butt, but it's still doable. Nah, you could not. You could not. No, you'd be losing your rings every second. So that's what I mean. This fight is basically really easy with the fire shield. And you also can't hit him. Like, I can't hit him anyway. I've even been supersonic, you can't hit him. The only thing that can hit him are the bombs that he shoots. Like, I can't spin dash into him. I mean, I could, but then I would get hurt. And I don't want to get hurt. I don't know why, though. I always like the way this fight works. I've never seen a fight really before or since that uses, like, lava slanting like that. I like the slanting lava. That's just what I like. But yeah, he's gone. I mean, yeah, it could be a little more of an interesting fight, but I like it. First time I played it, I was like, wow, this is actually really cool. Also, the first time I really played it, I was probably like 10, so I thought things were cool that I might not think are cool now. Here we get a little bit of story development, which is rare to see in a Sonic game. We finally made it to the Master Emerald altar, basically. That's what's happening right now. Anyone who's seen Sonic Movie 2, that's basically what this scene is playing out. Except a little less epic. Yeah, so now we fight Knuckles, but it's a lot less epic than the movie. But we do fight him for, like, a few seconds. People for years, by the way, and I don't know how well you can see it, but people for years have been wondering what that mural means above Knuckles. Like, it looks like a supersonic type of being fighting against something holding the Master Emerald. Nobody really knows what that's supposed to be. People thought it was, like, maybe chaos or something. Like it's never really made clear in this game or any other game what that mural on the wall means. Like, it's some kind of prophecy that never happens in the games. And, like, people think Sega's building toward it. I don't think Sega even remembers it's there. So, as much as I want to say it means something, I don't think it really does. It's some kind of prophecy. That's all I can say. I don't know what it actually alludes to, if anything. Because with Frontiers, everyone was like, oh, that's the creature from Frontiers or whatever. It's like, no, it has nothing to do with Frontiers. It's been there forever. The only thing I can recognize is the Master Emerald in, like, some kind of blue supersonic looking thing. Like, to my knowledge, there's never been an enemy in Sonic that even resembles that thing. But it does look like a future final boss. I will give it that. It does look like something you'd see in a Sonic game. Oh yeah, so this is the big surprise. Robotnik stealing the Master Emerald. No matter how many times you hit him, you can't stop him from attacking Knuckles, though. Yeah, so Knuckles gets his ass shocked. Robotnik makes off with the Master Emerald. This is like one of the few times there's actually a story in these games. At this point, Knuckles finally realizes that Sonic's not his enemy. They work together, and this is actually the part of the Sonic movie 2 I thought was very well done. Was adapting this. Now this part's obviously different, but the rest of it works pretty well in the movie. Right now we're going to Sky Sanctuary, which of course has been recycled a million times now. I do like this level, but I don't know why it's been recycled so many times by Sonic Team. To the point where it's in Frontiers and Generations as bonus levels. But yeah, there's the Death Egg, of course, the iconic Robotnik airship. This was its second appearance at this point. It first appeared in Sonic 2, Sonic Game 2, not Sonic Movie 2. In fact, the Death Egg has not been in the Sonic movies yet. Space Colony Arc kind of was. I say kind of, because it was basically just the Eclipse cannon with a little more stuff around it. But yeah. This will likely be the last level we play for tonight, or today. As we, wrap things up on this Supersonic Saturday. I mean, we're not wrapping it up just yet. We've still got the matter of this level to go about. And yes, there are a few bosses here where you actually fight old Sonic bosses, but with Mecha Sonic. I have to stop myself from saying Metal Sonic, because he's not Metal Sonic, it's Mecha Sonic that's piloting the Robotnik aircraft here. Ow. Which you might ask, why doesn't he just get out of the aircraft and fight Sonic himself? Well, he might do that. We'll find out later in the level. Ciao. Got him. Oh no, it's him again! Mimicking the Metropolis Zone boss for some reason. I never got why they used this boss as one of the ones he copies, but whatever. That's Mecha Sonic, yeah. It's not Metal. Metal Sonic has a different design. There's Mecha Sonic, Silver Sonic, and Metal Sonic. And why he's in this game, I have no idea. Knuckles has a better boss fight against him, but Sonic's boss fight against him's not bad. We'll find out momentarily. Wow. Wow. Whoa, okay, that was close. Oh no! Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, that was close. Uh-oh, here we go. And now he comes out of the mech to fight us. Although to me, this fight is much easier than the Silver Sonic fight in Sonic 2. Although it's a pretty cool fight. It's got a few different moves, basically all revolving around the same thing. The metal spin dash, whatever you want to call that. Watch out. Watch out. I always like the way he... Oh, he's not going to do it now because I killed him. He lands backwards and then he slides so that he's facing you the right way. I always love the way he does that. Very mechanical, as you might imagine. This island is losing altitude. Or, I guess, gaining altitude in this case. Shall we run? We shall. And we did. Right now. Alright, but anyway, like I alluded to previously, that's going to wrap things up here today for Chaos Blur, otherwise known as Bobby Gaines. Wait, flip that. But I appreciate everybody joining me for this tour of basically the second half of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and most of it. But I do play Sonic Generations once in a while. Oh, the fuck is Metal... Oh, I didn't read that question right. Mecha Sonic is just another robot Sonic. There's Metal Sonic, Silver Sonic, and Mecha Sonic. Yeah, I don't really know. Mega Sonic and Metal Sonic are the most redundant. Silver Sonic is silver. There's that. Yeah, he looks a little different, but... Robotnik had a lot of free times on his hands, so instead of killing the real Sonic, he just made a bunch of robot ones. But anyway, we will, of course, see you in the next one, and as always, stay chaotic, and Blur out.